Liverpool told life goes on after Alexander-Arnold as Henry Winter names unfazed star to take place. Journalist Henry Winter admits Liverpool supporters will be feeling let down by Trent Alexander-Arnold's decision to leave Anfield for Real Madrid, but has insisted life goes on for the Reds, and having named the player ideally suited to replace him at right back. The worst-kept secret in football was seemingly confirmed on Tuesday morning when a raft of publications and journalists all confirmed Alexander-Arnold would be leaving Liverpool this summer to join crack Spanish giants Real Madrid as a free agent. The move to the Spanish capital will bring the curtain down on a 20-year association for the 26-year-old with his boyhood club. Having allowed his contract to run down at Anfield, there is already a lot of finger-pointing and anger at FSG for putting themselves in such a situation where a prized asset has been allowed to walk away for free, effectively costing them not only one of the world's best right-backs, but also having lost an asset who at his peak has been valued at around the 83.6 or 100 mark. However, respected journalist Winter insists the Reds will bounce back from the setback of losing Alexander-Arnold, having named the player he thinks is already ideally suited to step into the side following his departure. Liverpool Football Club are bigger than any player, Winter began in a lengthy post on X. They have lost elite players before and carried on. Keegan leaves, Dalglish arrives, the trophies continue. When a player leaves, it opens an opportunity for another, either promoted from within or expertly recruited. Liverpool are very good at player development and player recruitment. Connor Bradley is still only 21, and obviously not yet in Trent Alexander-Arnold's class, especially passing. But he showed his talent against, amongst others, Chelsea in John 2021, 1 goal, 2 assists, and against Real Madrid's Kylian Mbappe, that tackle. Bradley's unfazed by occasion or opposition. He invariably steps up whenever stepping in for Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold deserves to leave Liverpool with respect and gratitude. Winter accepts there will be a large portion of Liverpool supporters upset by Alexander-Arnold's decision to let his contract run down and move to La Liga without allowing his boyhood club to collect a penny. However, Winter argues that the player deserves to move on with gratitude from fans and having played a major role in their success in recent years. Alexander-Arnold is being criticized by some Liverpool fans not only for the decision, barring a late U-turn to join Real this summer, but for the manner of the process behind his exit. The free transfer, the silence. There's very rarely a smooth, seamless, accepted way to leave a club. Show me the acrimony. Fans feel let down, spurned, but it needs recording and remembering that Alexander-Arnold has played well this season even with all the distraction of Real's interest. Now 26, he's given so much to Liverpool over a decade, and he'll leave, having contributed to Liverpool being champions again, just as he contributed to their previous title success, to their Champions League success, to their FA Cup and EFL Cup success. Alexander-Arnold has represented his boyhood love with skill, boldness, pride, and passion on 349 occasions, scoring 22 times and assisting 86 goals. He's contributed fully. He's also represented the club well off the field, committed to local community initiatives. Despite labeling Liverpool a great club, Winter insists few players turn down Real Madrid. Liverpool are a great club, on the up-under Arne Slot, but Alexander-Arnold will be joining the biggest club in the world. The lure of Real Madrid is obvious. Bernabeu, his mate Bellingham, Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., Ancelotti, possibly Xabi Alonso next. Their need for a younger right-back with Dani Carvajal, 33. As Alexander-Arnold gets on with his career at Real, Liverpool will get on with next season, their 134th. A few tears will be shed, a few angry words will be unleashed, but life will go on. Liverpool transfer latest. Speed Demon linked. Triple Bournemouth raid? The exit of Alexander-Arnold obviously leaves Liverpool with a sizable hole to fill, and reports earlier this week claimed Slot has demanded FSG move to sign a player described as a speed demon as a like-for-like replacement. With sources indicating that Slot has been promised a sizable transfer kitty this summer, and with the club ready to embark on what has been described to us as a historic transfer window, the Dutchman is also in the market for 3 quality Bournemouth stars, with a highly rated youngster set to be used as bait to help sweeten a possible deal. Meanwhile, wild speculation that Virgil van Dijk could follow Alexander-Arnold in quitting Merseyside for Madrid has prompted an urgent update from Fabrizio Romano with the transfers. Manchester United is actively exploring potential striker signings for the upcoming summer transfer window, with Dusan Vlahovic being one of the names on their radar. However, Team Talk has confirmed that reports of rival Premier League clubs showing interest in the Serbian striker are inaccurate. The club is taking a data-driven approach in identifying striker targets and is focusing on certain player profiles that align with their needs. Among these players, Victor Osimhen has been highlighted as a player of interest. However, his significant release clause of $75 million, $62.8 million, $81 million, coupled with high wage demands, makes a deal for the Nigerian striker complicated. Furthermore, Manchester United would need to offload some players before they can pursue a transfer of this magnitude. In contrast, Dusan Vlahovic, whose contract with Juventus runs until 2026, may represent a more affordable option in terms of transfer fee, wages, and agent fees. Last summer, Juventus valued the 25-year-old at between $40 million, $33.5 million, $43.2 million, and $50 million, $41.9 million, $54 million. Given that Vlahovic will have just 1 year left on his contract come this summer, he could be available at a reduced price if he does not sign a new deal with the club. While sources indicate that no advanced negotiations have taken place between Manchester United and Vlahovic, his name has been discussed internally at the club. The Red Devils are still in the process of assessing their budget and determining which targets are most viable, meaning that a potential move for Vlahovic cannot be ruled out at this point. Additionally, Team Talk has revealed that Chelsea, contrary to some reports during the winter transfer window, are not pursuing Vlahovic. The Blues have other targets in mind, including Ipswich Town's Liam Delap, RB Leipzig's Benjamin Sesko, Victor Gyökeres, and potentially Newcastle's Alexander Isak, should the latter become available. Vlahovic has scored 55 goals in 135 appearances for Juventus, but his playing time has diminished since the arrival of Randal Kolo Muani, who joined the club on loan from PSG in January. Manchester United is also monitoring the situation with Delap, and sources confirm that they are exploring the possibility of signing Jonathan David, the Lille striker, on a free transfer. David, 25, will not be extending his contract with Lille and is set to become a free agent in June. West Ham and Barcelona are also reportedly among the European clubs interested in David. While Delap, David, and Vlahovic are all on Manchester United's radar, it is important to note that their striker search is still in its early stages. A lot will depend on the funds they can generate from player sales, as they aim to balance their budget for the summer transfer window. Given the arrival of Ruben Amorim as the new manager at Old Trafford, speculation about links to Victor Gyökeres is likely to surface.